Of about 3 years of age, I already wished to become a medical doctor. And later on, during adolescence, I also was intrigued by philosophy. So it's understandable that psychiatry, but in particular psychotherapy, offered itself as some sort of a combination, fulfilling both the wishes of mine, and I became a doctor. Then I wanted to be a good doctor. I hope I was no bad doctor, but finally I wanted to remain a human being in spite of all that.
La visita del doctor Viktor Frankl a la Argentina en el año 1954 fue su primer contacto con América y significó la introducción de su teoría de la logoterapia existencial en América Latina y marcó el inicio de un largo y fecundo camino para el desarrollo de la logoterapia en Iberoamérica.
En el año 1954, por primera vez, llega Viktor Frankl a la Argentina y se queda un mes entre nosotros dando cursos y seminarios. En aquella oportunidad pronuncia unas palabras que son casi proféticas. Dice: mi patria es el lugar donde me entienden.
En esta oportunidad dictó 14 conferencias magistrales, fundó la Asociación Argentina de Logoterapia Existencial y al regresar a Viena escribió esta carta. Viena, 8 de diciembre de 1954. A la Asociación Argentina de Logoterapia Existencial, a mano de su presidente, señor Dr. Acevedo Sojo. Permítame felicitarle a usted y a todos los miembros de esta sociedad, pero sobre todo a aquellos que pertenecen a la presidencia, no solamente por la fundación, sino también para expresar mis más sinceros deseos para el porvenir, en relación a un trabajo posiblemente de mucho más éxito y una fructífera colaboración con futuras sociedades que persigan idénticas finalidades. Como he tenido la suerte y el honor de conocer muy de cerca su propia persona, como también a las personalidades de su entorno, sé muy bien lo que significa una sociedad bajo su dirección.
Quisiera aquí recordarles la amabilidad de visitarnos a mi esposa y a mí en nuestra casa en Viena. Y en esta oportunidad no fue simplemente una casualidad o un breve encuentro en la calle. Tampoco discutimos sobre direcciones o nombres, sino que durante 3 o 4 horas discutimos cuál era nuestra visión del mundo. Imagínense ustedes el grandioso Heidegger, cuyo nombre ahora aparece en nuestro libro de visitantes, agradeciéndonos a nosotros por esas maravillosas horas instructivas en nuestra casa en Viena. Y espero que los que me conocen a mí desde hace ya muchísimo tiempo sepan que estoy diciendo esto con toda humildad y que no simplemente estoy enorgulleciéndome. Martin Heidegger conocía mi obra y tengo pruebas también de que había leído alguno de mis libros. Sencillamente me podría haber destruido, pero este gran hombre tomó algunas cosas, algunos poquitos elementos que podrían haber sido de interés para él. Y esto hace a la grandeza de Heidegger, que simplemente tomó algunos puntos positivos de mi obra y los valoró, más que tomar todos aquellos puntos negativos que hubieran servido como crítica. Bueno, si fuéramos a simplificar las cosas, podríamos decir de la influencia de estos hombres sobre Viktor Frankl, que el psicoanálisis más el existencialismo podría dar como resultado el análisis existencial, es decir, la logoterapia. Hablamos entonces de dos campos: un doctor en medicina, un doctor en filosofía. Pero en mi caso, en toda mi papelería, se menciona mi nombre con un solo de estos títulos: doctor en medicina. Porque si conozco a mis colegas, seguramente dirán que Frankl no es doble médico, sino que dirán que es medio doctor. Pero soy un médico completo. ¿Por qué digo esto simplemente? Porque si puedo hacer de mis doctorados un trabajo consciente, puedo unirlos, puedo trabajar con mis pacientes para darle a ellos algún beneficio.
Now again and again I am asked the question in this context: Dr. Frankl, do you think that suffering is necessary to fulfill a meaning in life? I am used to answering, in no way. I do not think that suffering is indispensable to find meaning. What I am saying is just that meaning is available even in suffering, nay, in spite of suffering, through suffering. If suffering is unavoidable, as long as you can remove the cause of suffering, you have to do so. As soon as you can remove the cause of suffering, you have also to do so as soon as it's possible. For instance, biological suffering, a cancer, if you can remove it by surgery, you have to do so. Or if it is, you have to deal with sociologically caused suffering. You have to take action, political action. You have to make use of your democratic rights, of course, and change the political situation if need be. But you have to reserve the veto right, to your conscience. Because there are two types of politics as I see it. The one type of a politician thinks that the goal justifies the means. There is another type of politician who remains aware that there are means that would desecrate the noblest goal. So, if anyone has an alert conscience, he will never embark on actions of violence or of terrorism, because his conscience will make use of its veto right and say, no, this is out of questions to use such means. Now, you will ask me, Dr. Frankl, who gives you the right, the justification to deal with such matters as a logotherapist? You know who gave me the right? A man who has been assassinated a couple of years ago because of his political convictions. I didn't know anything of this until friends of mine sent me simultaneously from various countries Newsweek, a page torn out from Newsweek. For the first time, Benigno Aquino of the Philippines was given the right to give an interview to Newsweek's reporters, after years for the first time. And when they asked him, how do you endure the isolation, living in the isolation cell, his answer was, I've tried to learn from the Stoics, from Marcus Aurelius on, throughout 2,000 years, and don't try to change what you cannot change. And there's not only Marcus Aurelius, but also the following text goes on. And I have been helped a great deal by a book that my mother gave me into the cell, the writings of some Viktor Frankl, a Viennese psychiatrist, who is an exponent of logotherapy, believe it or not. And the idea basically is to give meaning to your future life rather than to dwell, as other books of psychiatry do, on your past. It's akin to the Nietzsche notion: if you know the whys of your life, you can bear the hows, you can whatever they dish out to you. Now, you see, the priority goes to the creative values, to actively change a situation that causes suffering. The priority, but the superiority goes to those values, to the meaning with which you can bestow necessary, unavoidable suffering. When Benigno Aquino was granted the freedom to emigrate to the United States, he did so. But then, on the other hand, after a couple of years, he wanted to go back to the Philippines, and upon his arrival, as you remember, he was assassinated. But anyway, the inner attitude was heroic, and that is an even higher achievement in human terms than winning the elections. But finally, everything will be over, our patients tell us. What then if we are dying, we are mortals? Any meaning will disappear from our lives, and we ourselves will disappear finally. What these people forget is that what is passing and transitory are only the opportunities to fulfill a meaning. But at the moment that you have actualized such a possibility, such an opportunity, you have rescued it into the reality of the past. In the past, nothing is irrevocably lost, but on the contrary, everything is safe and safely deposited, and nothing and nobody can rob us of the harvest that we have put safely delivered in the past, in the granaries of the past. What you have done can no longer be undone. It has been preserved for eternity by being put into the past. This holds not only for your deeds, but also for your experiences, for your loves, and last but not least, for your brave suffering. Someone who is afraid that his life will end sooner or later, and he is now useless because everything is past already, is over already. Such a man resembles to the following image. He's to be compared with someone who notices that a wall calendar becomes thinner and thinner from day to day. He tears off one page after the other each day, and the calendar becomes thinner. And likewise, his life becomes shorter and shorter and shorter, his survival chances from day to day. But there is another type of people, those who know that everything has been preserved in the past. They resemble a man who tears off a sheet of his wall calendar day by day, and on the back he jots down notes about what he has done on that day, what he has experienced on that day, what he has boldly and courageously suffered on that day. Proudly, he takes all these notes together and, like as I do right now also as an old man, in full awareness of the validity and the deep wisdom of my favorite quotation, which reads as follows: La hora pasa, la pena se olvida, la obra queda. Gracias.
My good friend, Jerónimo Ángel Acevedo, once formulated in the following way in one of his lectures given here in Argentina. He said, a human being is not the son of his past, but the father of his future. Have I quoted you correctly? Mm-hmm. That is to say, it's in our hands, mm-hmm, the power, the freedom, mm-hmm, even more, the responsibility, mm-hmm, to make a decision not in any direction, but in the right direction.
No es que sea difícil, es que es muy importante, y voy a ver si puedo ser fiel al doctor Frankl. Yo le preguntaba acerca de las fuerzas, yo usé el término fuerzas de destrucción, fuerzas interiores a uno mismo, y el doctor Frankl entendió perfectamente y me respondió de manera polémica. Mire, me dijo, no es que haya fuerzas acerca de las cuales uno está en posibilidad de sucumbir. El hombre no es esclavo de esas fuerzas. Lo que nosotros subrayamos es la posibilidad del hombre de elegir desde su propia libertad su propio futuro. Recuperó una frase del doctor Jerónimo Acevedo cuando decía que el doctor Frankl, que le gustó mucho algo que el doctor Acevedo dijo en una conferencia, al recordar que el hombre no es tanto esclavo de su pasado o hijo de su pasado como padre de su futuro. Y yo le interrumpí para decir, usted está subrayando la responsabilidad del hombre. Efectivamente, en eso estábamos, en subrayar la responsabilidad y sobre todo la libertad del ser humano.
La pena se olvida, la obra queda.
Escucha, hermano, la canción de la alegría, el canto alegre del que espera un nuevo día. Ven, canta, sueña cantando, vive soñando el nuevo sol, en que los hombres volverán a ser hermanos. Ven, canta, sueña cantando, vive soñando el nuevo sol, en que los hombres volverán a ser.
La hora pasa, la pena se olvida, la obra queda.